Hello you people, what's good and what's happening? It's your girl Tanya and welcome to my YouTube channel, baby. So today the explorer is in a mood to explore, baby, and today we're going into the heart of the city center. We're going to Kaap. We need to understand why the house is so colorful, what's the story, what's the history, and today we're going to find the answers. We're going on a tour, baby. So buckle up and let's go. Enjoy the ride and don't go anywhere.
Hi guys, so I just got to Fidelis restaurant and we just need to sign up and then we go for the tour. So I'm excited. Thank you. Obviously my girl needs a little something before she goes for the walk.
How many of you know that this neighborhood is very colorful? No? No one?
From pictures, yeah.
Okay, so you kind of have an idea, all right? So that's the colorful neighborhood of the city. So we first gonna be talking about the people that occupy this neighborhood, them also being threatened by a historic part of our... Everybody join me up here. So if you can, just make sure you can see the neighborhood from here. Can everybody see it? Sorry my friend, can you see it there? Okay. So now, during the period of now, the mid 1600s, 1700s, this town now is still owned by the Dutch. The street where the traffic lights are red, that is a canal. Everybody understand? It's called Capetown, yeah. Sorry. Outside canal. Alright? And over that canal now you will find this neighborhood that's established in 1760. It is now a neighborhood that's occupied first by when the Dutch, like I said, would take Yemen as a, what do you call it, as a station. They would have political prisoners. There were people there who were refusing for them to make that a station. So they would throw these people in Robben Island. When they finish their sentence, they come out here and live in this neighborhood. And then there will be others who are the majority now who come to work for the Dutch East India Trading Company. They come from the Malay Peninsula. All right. These people now are very skilled in building skills. The slaves that they had, they didn't have a lot of them, like didn't have the skills that they needed in making, especially in the building side. So you needed from master builders, even architecture, stone masons, carpenters. You get the idea. Plumbers, building trade, they come to work for them. They live in this neighborhood. They are renting in the neighborhood. Okay, 1760. Just keep that in mind. Eh? All right. Now the ones who are coming from Robben Islands, who were political prisoners, they are also slowly evangelizing, spreading Islam even to the ones down there. All right. Everybody understand? Okay. But now the Dutch, they okay with that. As long as they don't convert, like I said, to Christianity, it's fine, okay? But it also came with some rebellion, that new mindset of finding this religion in some of these people, okay? Where there'll be like some rebellions, okay? But anyway, they didn't mind that still, all right? So the people who are now, like I told you, are in here, who are coming to work, they have a contract with the Dutch the Malay, from the people from the Malay Peninsula. Are you guys okay in the sun there? Okay? Yeah.
Welcome to Boka, B-O-K-A-P. Let's get to hear the history of this beautiful place.
So everyone, so I want you to take note of like from that, there's a street like that goes down like that, from that street to here, that it's not houses like that, but before 1948 the houses used to stretch in here to the front, okay? It would change. 1948 now was the start of a policy called apartheid. And apartheid, what they wanted to do was to turn this neighborhood into apartment blocks and hotels, okay? And demolish it, do pretty much what they did to District 6. Okay, I don't know, while you're here, you'll find out about this District 6. But now, there's a man who like, well, some of the apartheid guys, there were guys in that government, like ID Duplessis, who they saw the Muslims as more sophisticated non-Europeans. Yeah. So which saves, and also the mosques that were here, and they left this neighborhood alone. Okay, so they only changed it to just this section. Okay, that's why it's not houses like that no more. All right, everybody with me so far? It's easy to follow, huh? Okay, let's keep going. So guys, over there you will see that is the oldest unchanged building. It is the museum. Yes, they should put a sign there saying museum. It was there, I don't know why, but they recently painted it, the one with the wavy roof. So that's the oldest unchanged. The architecture style is called Georgian Dutch. Georgian, the era, Dutch, the people. Okay, so even if you'll notice that the window style of these houses is still the old original style of when the Dutch were here. They would make the windows like that, because in Europe yet they had not figured out how to make one large window. Okay, but when the British would come, they had figured it out. So you'll see the difference between anything that's old, that's a building here, that's British, and then that's Dutch. Everybody understand, everyone? Okay. So everyone, so even the word here that says Boka, it's the word, but you have to remember the people who are here, I told you, are of Malay descent, right? When they speak Dutch, they didn't speak of pure Dutch. The people who spoke of pure Dutch were the Dutch. So when they even said, they didn't use the word, because if you look up who's Dutch, you say, how do you say above in Dutch?
Boven.
Yeah, say it again for everyone.
Boven.
Boven. But the people here, because they bastardize the word, they say bo, meaning above, okay? And Kaap, meaning the cape, okay? That's how this name comes about. Understand, everyone?
What's the black building now?
It is at the bottom, a supermarket popular in South Africa called Pick and Pay. I'm sure you'll use it while you're here. And then it's apartment blocks and office buildings at the top.
And that's what's happening to all the buildings here, that they demolished them.
Well, that's what they want. There's people who want to do that, but the community is standing together by not selling anymore to it. They want to really check what is your intentions and who they're selling to. Everyone, so that's what the community, like this neighborhood, for the same families that have been occupying and owning these houses, it's still 90% owned by those families. But there have been, I have a friend named Rob, he's Christian, he owns a house here. He even did some renovations. As long as it doesn't become a business or a structure that's not these houses. A curry that is this neighborhood is popular of is called the boboti. All right. If you can try it while you're here. You guys know what boboti is? No. You guys know what shepherd's pie looks like? Shepherd's pie.
Oh, this looks cute.
She teaches here. Yeah, but in the summertime she also does this where she does a restaurant style outside for people not to eat outdoors like this. As you can smell. Alright, so everybody, if you look towards the purple, you will book with her and then you can do restaurant style and have Cape Malay cuisines and enjoy them here. So that's the menu over there. Now you'll see there on home bake, it says Poo Sister. That's how it's written. You see there when I was telling you about the Poo Sister, guys? Now on the daily it says Boboti, B-O-B-O-T-I-E. Everybody see there on the daily? Okay? So, yeah, if you guys want to impress people at home and want to learn how to make something quite different, like Cape Malay cuisine, you can come learn from the comfort of our home and get to see how big this house is also inside. Okay? Just an idea, spatial idea.
It has been featured in Netflix. There's the show Somebody Feed Phil.
Yeah.
Not sure if you've seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I just
They used to also have a
recognized
TV show on our local whatever. Open to just give you an idea what from the 1760s this is what they did. They didn't do bricks, okay, but when they, now yes, you will see some of them at the top now when they even do what you call it renovations today, they will use brick, but originally this is it. All right, I don't know how they got this right, but to me it's quite impressive. I notice whenever I have people on my tours, they go, yeah, whatever, you know, but to me, to build like this, it's like, how did you get that, you know, okay? So as you see also the cobble, that's some of the remnants of that time, all right? Okay, let's go in. Okay, now originally when it was established in 1740, sorry guys, 1794, a little bit of dyslexia there, sorry. It was a little house like that one. It was a house here. At that time, there was no religious freedom yet. The British had not taken over. Religious freedom comes with the British when now mosques are built. Under the Dutch, there's no religious freedom. Okay, only one religion must reign supreme, which is the Dutch Reformed Church of the Capetown. Everybody understand? Okay, so yeah, so they were not allowed to do this. This comes now after 1806. So this structure is built with the mosque. They just recently changed its color. It was gray like this color like this, and they changed it to this green now. Okay, so some houses do change color. Okay? Well, I mean, it's not a house, it's a mosque, but yeah. So the person who would start this, what you call a mosque, he is from an island called Tidore, Tidore. It's called the Ternate Islands. It's one of the Malay islands. Okay, so if you go to also the Afrikaans monument in Paarl, there's this, what you call it, that Arabic on the monument. Okay? So, how Afrikaans is born, it's like if you can call it a Dutch-based language. It's born because of the Dutch who were here spoke a pure Dutch, but when they brought people here to work for them, some of them as slaves, some of them the people they paid, and some were they prisoners. Those people spoke a broken Dutch, and hence the birth now of this language. Does that make sense to everyone? And at some point when the Dutch and some German farmers were here, and what they called French Huguenots who were here, when they formed this group called Afrikaners, they would almost like take this language as what you call it, a language of expression. I hope that makes sense, because they were not purely Dutch themselves, and they were a mixture of these three European groups, if I may. Does that make sense so far? So to give you an example, now there are words in this language that are Malay, some even, there's like Khoisan words in there, there's even French words, there's Portuguese, okay? But I'm not here to demonstrate that, but if you want to, I can. I mean, are you guys interested? Okay. All right. So there's no word in the Dutch language for the fruit called a banana. They call it banan. But we use a Malay word, a Malayu. The language called Malayu. It's pisang. Okay? You understand, everyone? So even when we say the word, like if we say there's a lot of something, the Dutch will say veel, okay? We'll say baie, that is Malayu. You understand? Okay? So even now, because there were French here, if there's no word, the Dutch, they call a mushroom a paddenstoel, okay? But the French, they call it, I don't know who knows what the French word,
Champignon.
Champignon, yeah. But now obviously kind of bastardized, they would Afrikaans, they would call something called the 5 pillars of Islam. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them. It's basically when you have faith in that religion, you've given your heart to their God and their prophet, that's faith. Prayer, to pray 5 times a day, you have to take on these tenets, and then you're part of the group now. To fast for Ramadan, for I think there's 2 months of Ramadan, like one like around this time, and there's another one close to September, I think August, if I'm not mistaken. Is anyone here Muslim? Know anything about this? No, okay. All right. Anyway, also to go to Mecca if you can afford it. And lastly, to give charity, not just to the less fortunate, but to each other, to build community. Okay? So guys, this tour is about more the people than these buildings. You know, like people like to focus on the buildings, but it's the story of this is a very big story to our collective history as South Africans. It's usually why we tell it, it's the forgotten part. Okay? Remember Italy, you asked me, like why? That's why. Okay. All right. So everyone, I want to thank you for coming along, everyone. From here, I'm going to head back to my base. You can feel free to be here. It's pretty safe in the day, but in the evening, because some of you are not locals, I'll ask you to be cautious.